Thanks for clicking on this convective weather video update on the severe weather potential for the rest of this afternoon and also for tomorrow. Here's the Storm Prediction Center outlook for the rest of today. We are watching two areas with an enhanced risk for severe weather, one across central Kansas, and you can see another area here across central and eastern Texas and across northern portions of Louisiana. Looking at the threats for today, the probability of the different types of severe weather modes we're going to be watching for this afternoon. We have a 5% hatched area here. This is the tornado probabilities that the Storm Prediction Center has put out for this afternoon. We are watching a 5% tornado probability here across central Kansas, and certainly, as you can see, the highest threat for severe weather today, certainly the highest threat for some tornadoes will be across central eastern Texas and across portions of northern Louisiana. They have a 10% hatched area here, the hatched area in black here. This is where the the highest threat will be for tornadoes to form. The environment will be most favorable in this area for tornadoes to form this afternoon and this evening in these storms that develop. And we also have a 5% threat area here, and this brownish shading here surrounding this area. So I'm not trying to say tornadoes will happen. We're not trying to hype anything here. Just saying that the environment today is capable of producing a few tornadoes. Just be on alert. Make sure you have a way to receive warnings. No need to be all scared about it. Just make sure you have a way to receive warnings and stay safe, and make sure you heed those warnings and take shelter if your area goes under a tornado warning at some point this afternoon and this evening. Looking at the wind potential for the rest of today, you can see the highest wind potential probability here in a 30% risk area from central and eastern Texas, northern Louisiana, the same area here under the enhanced risk. So that will be the area with the greatest potential for some high winds in these storms, and a 15% probability there in the yellow. Now, also hail is going to be another thing we're going to be watching this afternoon. Some of these storms could produce some very large hail. We have a 30% area here across central Kansas. The black hatched area, again, those are the areas with the highest probability for some pretty large hail producers, these storms this afternoon and this evening. Now, as we head into tomorrow, we're going to see the severe weather threat shift east towards the Tennessee Valley. Looking at the Storm Prediction Center threat for Saturday, we have an enhanced area here from southern Illinois through extreme southwest Indiana and down through a good part of Kentucky here, especially central and western Kentucky, and right down through portions of central and eastern Tennessee. The atmosphere tomorrow, we're going to have some good wind shear in place in areas close to the center of low pressure. We're going to be watching for what we call low-level directional shear, where winds will be, say, winds at the surface might be out of the east, while you go, say, 5,000 feet up, the winds might be out of the, say, south, and then you keep going farther up. These winds change direction with height, and that's what we look for an environment favorable for tornadoes. So tomorrow we will be watching for the potential for a few tornadoes in some of these storms across this area here, especially the area in that enhanced risk that you see on the map right here from the Storm Prediction Center. I'm going to show you something real quick here. It's it's what we call the Energy Helicity Index. What this is, it gives you, this is a pretty good indicator of where we could see twisting motion in the atmosphere for tornadoes. This index that you're looking here, it combines instability with the helical twisting motion in the atmosphere. So I want you to look at this here for this afternoon. I'm showing this from the NAM model. We have obviously watching this area here in central Kansas that I was talking about a little earlier, and obviously you can see the highest threat for tornadic activity, twisting motion in the atmosphere will be across central and eastern Texas and through northern portions of Louisiana. Now we go forward here into tomorrow, and here we go. Certainly this stands out here from western and central Kentucky through portions of Tennessee, where we've got pretty high values here of EHI. So going to be watching those areas for tomorrow for the potential for a few tornadoes. It's not going to be a quote-unquote major outbreak. It won't be anything obscene or anything, but it's going to be something that you just need to keep in mind, and keep in mind that the environment tomorrow in this area will be favorable for a few tornadoes, along with some damaging winds and large hail. So just make sure you're aware of this and stay safe. Make sure you heed all warnings for today and also for tomorrow, and stay safe out there. I wish I could show you more more maps and stuff here. Unfortunately, my schedule was a little hectic, but hopefully I informed you enough for the severe weather threat for the rest of today and tomorrow. Take care and stay safe out there.